Well, tell me, everybody, are you ready for a show? We hear you start slapping your hands. Here we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me really hear it. I want to be hurt by how loud you are right now. How are we doing? Yeah! I'm loving that energy. I'm loving that enthusiasm. That is exactly what we're going to need for our show tonight. Now tell me, by that same volume, who is here to support someone in the showcase? Excellent. Well, let me go ahead and get some more vibes here. I want to hear from anyone that's been to an improv show or Jesterz before. Let me hear from you. Wow, a good majority of you have. All right, so this will probably be a quiet round, but let me hear from the people that have never seen improv or Jesterz before. Yeah, 2 people! Well, awesome. This next part here is going to be for you then. Just a little bit of an introduction to what the world of improv is. So tonight's show is not stand-up comedy. It is not something that has been written and rehearsed. It's not even sketch comedy. It's not something that they put together a script and practiced. Everything that's going to happen tonight on the stage is going to be made up on the spot. Everything is going to be just the magic of what comes to our imagination in the moment. And that all happens because of you, our audience. So, I'm first going to start over here. This is going to be my smart side of the audience. You guys are looking real smart. Okay, so smart side of the audience. We're going to be getting suggestions tonight, and so I want you to just shout them at me. I want to be hit by all the pellets and bullets of the suggestions you're giving me. So our little practice question. What is a color that is not in the rainbow?
Teal.
Brown. Keep shouting them at me. I want to be hit. Coral. Fuchsia. Magenta. Cerulean. We know who the smart couple is on the smart side. All right. So now I'm going to come over here. So if they're the smart side of the audience, then you guys are the intelligent side of the audience. Yeah. And everyone that laughs really showed that you are intelligent. All right, intelligent side. I want a flavor of ice cream that should never exist.
Refried bean.
Refried bean.
Toe jam.
Schneider.
B.O.
B.O. Oh gosh. That is absolutely disgusting. I agree with you. All right. So my total collective audience altogether, you get to answer this one. What would you never want to find in the trunk of your parents' car?
Your parents. My parents' car.
Yeah, the car itself. That would be a challenge. That'd be a paradox. All right. Well, you guys are feeling pretty prepped and warmed up. So I just want to give a note here. So you have come to our level 1 showcase. So improv, it is traditionally known for being a comedic event. But that's not necessarily what we teach in level 1. Level 1 is about just the act of improv itself, the action. So if our players are just on stage giving you dialogue, moving around, they've honestly succeeded and they've done a fantastic job. But now that I've successfully taken the bar of expectation and placed it on the floor, it's honestly going to be hilarious. I've yet to have a level 1 showcase where the audience was not laughing out loud. So you guys are honestly in for an amazing treat. All right, so now I got one more thing for you guys before we get started. This is for warming you up. This is for warming us up, and it's going to be used in our show. But I'm going to give you an applause-o-meter here. In order to get our players out on the stage, we got to get to a rip-roaring soccer hooligan event. But we're going to start down at a level 1, which is a golf clap. Let me hear that from you guys. We're going to move up to a level 2. It's like I'm at the symphony. Yeah. Let me hear what your level 3 sounds. I don't think that's a level 3. Let me hear your level 3 sounds. absolutely in love with this audience. You guys have so much energy. It's going to be a fantastic night just because of that. All right, what's going to happen is I'm going to have my cast introduce themselves to you. A lot of you know who's up there because you came specifically to support them, but you might not know who the others are. We're going to do something called the lip sync introduction. What's going to happen is our first player is going to step forward center stage, and the second player in line is going to give the voice for our first player. The first player is going to have to try to lip sync to that as much as possible, and then we will end by stating that player's name.
Well, thank you for coming tonight. My name, well, first I should mention that I am the best and the sexiest performer that you will see tonight. And don't forget, my name is Margaret.
Margaret!
Hello everyone. I love to just randomly break out in jumping jacks. 15 seconds. Maybe run a bit. Nah, that's fine. I'm Steve.
I'm an amazing improviser, but there's something else that I want you to know about me. I was the French kissing champion in 2024. I'm going to show you my superior technique now, and I'm also going to do ventriloquism so I don't have to speak weird. Show the audience. I mean, I'm showing the audience now. Alone. Great help. So I'll give you a little hint on how to make it work really well that helped me win the championship. Is that you really need to be like a vacuum cleaner, like the bottom of your fish. Like really suction them in. You want your partner not to be able to escape. Also, one other hint is that you never go clockwise for obvious reasons if you're moving the tongue. Counterclockwise only.
My inner child is really just a puppy. I feel like a puppy all the time. I love to lick people's faces. I love to jump on their lap. And my name is Greg.
And I'm the most adventuresome sort. You can say I'm a true man. I've actually been to Mars and explored great eyes and sandstorms. But while I was adventuring out into space, I realized I really get motion sick. Ooh! Oh, luckily, though, I was able to back to Earth and resume my normal. And I'm Steve.
Steve!
All right, listen up. I have 4 heavyweight title belts in my possession because they call me the Head Crusher. If you get close to me, I'll do a suplex. I'll do a flying elbow. And I will happily come off the top turnstile just to make you laugh. My name's Judy!
Well, hello everyone. Oh, I'm so glad to see all my animal friends show up today. That's right, I'm a classic Disney princess. I love to call to all of you from my window while I brush my pretty long hair. Oh, I'm gonna brush it right now. My locks, luscious, incredible, and my name is Russ.
Excellent. Now that we've been introduced to our cast, we're gonna go ahead and jump into our first game. It is called What Are You Doing? Well, what I need from you first, my audience, is a suggestion. I need a 2-word activity, something like skipping rocks or jumping rope.
Pickleball.
Pickleball? Shout
Crawling
them out.
around.
What's that?
Crawling around.
Crawling around. Keep shouting at me.
Falling down.
Volleyball.
Falling down.
Falling down.
Frying bacon.
Frying bacon is the winner. We're taking frying bacon. What's going to happen is one of my players from the black back line will step forward. Maybe additional players will step forward to help support. This very first scene will very specifically be about frying bacon. But we're going to see a series in successions of quick scenes. So, when a player on the back steps forward and asks one of the current players, "What are you doing?" They will then respond with a new 2-word activity using frying bacon, so the F and the B, a new F and B activity. You'll see how this happens. Frying bacon.
I'll put it at the end for you.
Thank you. Oh, it's listen to that sizzle. Oh my gosh, where are my tongs? Oh, jeez.
Hey, watch the flame, watch the flame. Practice good, safe kitchen etiquette, okay?
Well, I already lost all my arm here last time.
Steve, what are you doing?
Freeing bees.
Hey, let's make sure you have the safety equipment on, correct?
I'm ready to go. I can't wait. Oh,
It's beautiful. What are you doing?
I am flopping bravely.
Here, let me help you. Not that one. Too much.
Bravely, they said.
What are you doing, Steve?
I am figuring basketball.
Okay, I've got the ball. I think I'm already past step 1. Now to find a net. Wait, you're wearing lace? This'll work.
Okay.
Pause! All right, we're gonna go ahead and freeze this scene right here, and we're gonna up the ante on our players. I now need a 3-letter acronym, like FBI or CIA.
TMI.
KFC.
NAR.
I'm gonna take KFC. Your new initials are K, F, and C. Action, players.
Step 2 already done.
I think we're playing basketball.
I think we're playing.
Mark, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I am kryptonite for college.
All right, little Lex Luthor. I got you something for college.
It's calculus. Calculus is my kryptonite. No, there's no way. Oh my! I can't handle this. I failed.
Greg, what are you doing?
I'm kicking feeble cars.
Oh man.
Stop it. Good. Oh, wait. We're down there. Wait. Okay.
Steve, what are you doing? I'm crafting frequent clams.
Just love these nights together.
The clam parts are coming in at a frequency I can't explain. Another one.
Pause! All right, we're gonna up the ante on our players one more time. And if you think that they've practiced with 4 letters before, they have not. This is new to them. I need a 4-letter word that you're comfortable saying in mixed company.
Yellow.
Shy.
Bake.
Ship. I'm gonna take ship. The new word players is ship. S-H-I-P. Action.
Seth, what are you doing?
Showing how I
No?
play.
Okay, you got the lace on, right?
Oh, that looks so good from the back. I wanted to try it myself. This is just great. Your turn. Maybe not.
Russ, what are you doing?
Oh, I am shuffling Herodotes indictment, please.
Guilty.
Give him a round of applause! Excellent. Can I get everyone except Greg and Seth back to the stage? Everyone except Greg and Seth. And can you all get shoulder to shoulder to the front of the stage, please? Shoulder to shoulder to the front of the stage. We're going to play a game now called Fortunately, Unfortunately. What's going to happen is we're going to tell you a story. But as I move along my players, every time I change players, they have to start their portion of the story with the word fortunately or unfortunately. But what is a childhood fairy tale that you recall?
Three blind mice.
Thumbelina.
We're going to take the 3 blind mice. We're going to tell the story of the 3 blind mice. Now, this might not be the exact story of the 3 blind mice. We'll see how things go. Action.
Once upon a time, there were 4 blind mice. but only 3 of them made it through childbirth. Very sad. And the 3 always remembered their brother Squeaky.
Fortunately, Squeaky was very easy to remember, for his high-pitched voice carried beyond the grave every time they thought of him. He was just always there, squeaking in the back of those 3 mice's head.
Unfortunately, it wasn't just his voice. You could also hear him scampering somewhere about, always looking for them. Ooh, and along with the squeak, 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 everywhere he could go. And they saw him all the time, just a shadow.
Unfortunately, those high-pitched squeaks sound an awful lot like a door. And so often these blind mice would be scurrying along, hear the squeak, think it's a door, and make a right, left-hand turn. They'd be going crazy, running into walls, falling downstairs, running into people, causing mayhem. It was craziness. The squeak, squeak, squeak was driving them absolutely crazy.
So they went to a therapist, and they said, all I need is a way to cope with this terrible just burden that has been placed upon us. If we're going to have Squeaky haunt us all the time, at least he should do something to give us benefit.
Unfortunately, the mice were technically dumb. Not to say they couldn't hear, they were just really stupid. So they came up with a little game so they could keep track of who squeaks whose.
Fortunately, them creating this very inventive game together was a breakthrough for the scientists who were studying them as lab rats this whole time. In fact, that game was like no other any lab mouse has made before.
Fortunately, that game involved trying to make vibrations and recordings, and the scientists who were in charge of these lab rats listened to their scampering and their squeaking, and they're like, ooh, they got a beat.
Fortunately, one of them was also a music producer. They took this and they put it in so many different songs. They became so famous, they have been known worldwide at this point. So many of their songs, like Prince wrote, he didn't really write them, the 3 blind mice actually wrote them.
Unfortunately, they were never able to hear their own music because they were dumb. But that's the way it is in show business sometimes. You just have to get by.
Fortunately, they also had the moves. And so most of their videos were really mouse dance videos.
Fortunately, even more, not only did they have the moves, but they also had so many other ingenious ways that they just seeped into pop culture everywhere.
Fortunately, people like, ooh, the big moves. They taught Michael Jackson and Mariah Carey.
Fortunately, these people all want to learn. Celebrities from all over the world were showing up at the 3 Blind Mice studios to learn.
Unfortunately, tuition was so high that they could only teach just a few of them at a time.
And unfortunately, they were so successful, they toured the world, and
Unfortunately, the grant money ran out for the scientists. They couldn't keep building all these facilities for these mice and their performances.
And fortunately, though, while they were overseas, they actually escaped.
And unfortunately, in their escape, they were squished.
Fortunately, that was all part of their act and everybody lived happily anyway.
Can I get Greg and Steve H on stage? Greg and Steve H. Steve H.
are you an H2? You're a good improver.
That was actually Greg.
Yes, that's great.
All right, we're going to play a game called I Can't Believe You Just Said That. What I need for Greg and Steve is a relationship. They've known each other a long time, but they're not father and son. What are they?
Twins.
Co-workers.
Brothers. Mortal enemies.
Mortal enemies! You two are mortal enemies. What's going to happen is these two are just going to do a scene together as mortal enemies. And anytime I ring the bell off the side of the stage, whoever was speaking, the other person must immediately respond by saying, I can't believe you just said that, and then justify why. You'll see how it works. Action!
Why do you walk away from me? Why don't you just go? You always cower, you always hide. You're nothing to me.
I showed up on this plateau to fight you finally. In this storm. I'm not cowering anymore. This ends tonight.
If you're not cowering, What are you doing over there? Come on, I dare you to cross this line right here.
I'm gonna do it. I will do it so soon. But first, there's a few things I want to know. What weapons did you bring?
What's my line?
I can't believe you just said that.
I can't believe you just said that.
I can't believe you just asked me about that.
I can't believe you just said that. What weapons did I bring? Why do I need to bring weapons? I have Mr. Right.
I'm feeling way better about Mr. Gunn over here.
I can't believe you just said that. All these years we've been fighting against one another, and you think you have to bring a gun? What kind of big man has to bring a gun? I think that maybe you ought to, throw that away, because...
I can't believe you just said that. I will throw it away. Not because of the reasons you said. Because there's something you know. No, something I know that you don't know. Is that I also brought Mr. Left and Mr. Right.
I can't believe you said that. Or that you threw that away, because I brought Mr. Gunn.
I can't believe I made that mistake. That's why I also know something still that you don't know. I brought a second Mr. Gunn.
I can't believe you just said that. Because you think I'm right-handed, and then I'm going to shoot you with this gun. But a little movie, Princess Bride, taught me to always bring another gun.
I can't believe you just said that. I already threw away my second gun.
I can't believe you just said that. I have a third one, too.
I love that these mortal enemies waited until after all these years to finally bring guns to the fight. All right, I would like Judy and Margaret on stage, please. Judy and Margaret. These two are going to do a scene for you. I want something that happens every day. I want you to give me an event like tying your shoes, washing the dishes, changing the baby, something like that.
Brushing your teeth.
Drinking the milk.
Clipping coupons. You are clipping coupons.
Every day.
I do that every day.
What's going to happen is this game is called Everyday Events. Our two players are going to start in a very normal and grounded scene. As they encounter something weird very naturally, they will then heighten it, and we're going to see the extremes of something that does not happen every day in clipping coupons.
Ooh.
Got another Bath and Body Works. Nice, nice.
I'm looking for the prize grocery coupons.
Oh, good, good. I heard the neighbors got a good deal on some pork last week.
Oh yeah, totally. Ooh, speaking about pork, do you see that coupon? It's for a living pig. Oh.
We've never been able to afford a living pig before.
Do you think? I think.
Is it time?
I think it's time. Ooh. But you know what? Okay, we have to make sure we cannot name him or anything. Like
Absolutely
that, you know what I'm
not.
saying? Okay, because
Because if we name him, like,
oh my goodness, that'll make him so much more tender and juicy if you name him. We should do that.
too good if we named him. Like, if you form that bond, it's almost like that meat just has extra nutrition in it.
Ooh.
We can't possibly do that.
But you know what? I'm already thinking about sauces. What kind of condiments do you think you'd like with that?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm already thinking about names.
Oh no! Like what kind of names do you think? Like Orville? Is that something that?
What about Herbert?
Herbert! And you know what? You know what? Maybe there's a coupon on another one. I would love to get. Oh, here, look.
I saw a coupon for some year 3 baby clothes that would totally fit that pig.
Okay.
Oh, this is just like our Herbert. I mean the pig.
See him? Oh, and here's a fun. A ribbon and bow to match like a bow.
I think this is gonna fix our relationship.
Nothing like pigs to heal what ails you.
Right.
All right, can I get everyone except Margaret on the stage? Everyone except Margaret, please. Go ahead and stand in pairs. Stand in pairs. Awesome. We're going to play a game for you called Last Line Copycat. So for Steve and Greg, they are trepid adventurers in search of something that has never been discovered before. What are they in search of?
Buried treasure.
Carry treasure.
Dragon's Egg.
Dragon's Egg. Shout them out.
A big mess.
El Dorado.
Shadowless Charizard.
What kind of Charizard?
Shadowless, a Dragon card.
So I'm not as into Pokemon as I once thought. You two are in search of the shadowless Charizard.
Gen 1. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Now we've got Seth and Russ together. These two, they just finished setting up for an event, and they are psyched that they are backstage for this. What did they just finish setting up?
Drag show.
You keep them going.
NSYNC's reunion concert.
A penguin wedding.
A penguin wedding. You two have just finished setting up for a penguin wedding. And then our last pair here, Judy and Steve. These two, I'm gonna throw them a curveball. I need something conceptual, something like a feeling like love or a topic like gravity, something you can't touch.
Jello pool.
Anxiety. Jealousy.
Midlife crisis.
You two are a midlife crisis. Midlife crisis. So each of my pairs, will you please step forward and remind the audience what your prompt is?
Gen 1 Shadow Charizard
The
card.
shadowless Charizard.
I like that better, yeah.
A penguin wedding.
Here, a midlife crisis.
So what's going to happen is you're going to see these three scenes, but you're only going to see one scene at a time. In order for us to change between scenes, they're going to have to copycat each other. I first need from you a line of dialogue, maybe something you just text or something you said to your child. What is the last thing you remember saying?
Where'd you put the cheeses?
Where did you put the Cheez-Its? So one of our three pairs is going to step forward, and the very first thing they're going to say is, where did you put the Cheez-Its?
Yes.
Where did you put the Cheez-Its? In order to bounce between scenes, the other pairs must clap their hands, step forward, and repeat the exact line of dialogue they just heard from the previous team. You'll see how it works. Action.
Where did you put the Cheez-Its, Thomas? We need them for the convention.
I got them in my back pocket. I know these Charizards love those things.
They do.
Let's sprinkle a trail.
I'm totally into that, yes.
How big are these things, you know?
I think they're about the size like this, but maybe they're bigger.
I heard they were a lot bigger.
I heard you're a lot bigger.
There's no way that they're bigger than that. I remember when I was a kid. When I was a kid, everything seemed huge. And then I've gone back, I've gone home, everything is so small. Everything is a disappointment. Everything I've done is really amounted to nothing.
Over and over and over again, Steve.
Over and over and over again. There's so many penguins. One of them gets married, another one gets married, two get married. They walk through here all the time. I thought it would be more exciting.
I think the worst part is they have a better relationship than we do.
They have a better relationship than we do.
Of course
They have a better relationship than we do. Look at those Charizards over there.
That's not a high bar.
What? You don't say this to me now. We tried the Cheez-Its.
Jesus. I ate them all.
That was the only thing we were going to survive on for our entire Charizard surviving.
Here they come.
Here they come. One after another, they just walk right on through here.
Perfect relationships. They own the place.
Yeah, well, they probably do after this, because, you know, we paid so much money to be here backstage.
We paid so much money to be here backstage.
Again, right? Hasn't this been keeping going on and on?
It was supposed to be so much better than this.
I know. Again, I'm so disappointed. And you, disappointment happening all over again. Oh my gosh.
Disappointment happening all over again. The lasso doesn't work. We need something better.
Lasso.
See, here it comes again. You lasso it then. Try it. Oh, first try as always.
Oh boy, I got one.
Oh boy, I got one! dearly beloved.
We bring you here today.
Yeah.
Does anyone object? Does anyone object to this?
Oh, you know what? Maybe that's the thing that we need to move us beyond this. I've heard there's a wedding. They have weddings all the time for anything, everybody. Even for...
They have weddings for anyone and everything. All over the place. You could marry this Charizard.
Okay. It's a nice looking Charizard. How do you tell if it's a boy or a girl?
How do you tell if it's a boy or a girl?
I guess you're right. It is 2024 after all.
It is 2024 after all.
Yes.
So you know what? We need to set our sights on something bigger. We can't be just sitting here in our own, wallowing in our own
Oh,
pity
I
and
like it. Oh, it's so
what do you
good.
need to be seeing the sights? Where do you need to go? What can we do?
Ooh,
What do
do
you
you
mean?
remember? Do you remember that place with all the penguin weddings?
Yeah?
Oh, should we check that out?
That would be great.
Oh, yeah.
Antarctica, I've always wanted an adventure.
That's a great idea, great idea. Okay.
I've always wanted an adventure. I just never thought it would be marriage. Or marrying you two.
Yeah?
I've always wanted an adventure. I just never thought it would be marriage with you two.
I've always wanted an adventure, but I didn't know it would be an adventure with marrying these two.
Give them a round of applause. Now let me hear from you. Are you guys having a good time tonight? Let me hear from you even louder. How are they doing? We are about halfway through our show tonight, and so I think it's about time for a commercial break. Now, I think you guys are going to want to see these commercials. Let me go ahead and get Stephen and Margaret on the stage. Stephen and Margaret. Now, these two are going to try to sell to us some product, but it's not something you would normally buy. This isn't ShamWow. We want to sell something like a sandpaper shower or a relish rake. What's your bizarre product?
Taco wax.
Taco wax.
Sponge burger.
Sponge burger? I'm going to take it. You guys have to try to sell us the sponge burger. Action.
Oh, man, I left this in the fridge overnight, but it just isn't soggy enough for me.
It's all about the texture. A
Truly.
good burger is squishy. It has a lot of juice running down, you know, like a sponge.
A sponge?
A sponge burger.
A sponge burger?
Oh, it'd be so juicy.
Whoa, wait, it's in my hand right now. Wow, it's like
Can I have
sopping
a
up
bite?
20% more of the sauces than a regular burger bun would.
Yeah, tastes terrible.
I put more sauce on my burger
Oh.
and have that soak into more of the bun and do it again and again
And again.
The sponge burger. 20% more sauce,
Yeah.
20% more fun.
Russ and Judy. I need another product for Russ and Judy to try to sell us. Something along the lines of taco wax. What do you guys got for me?
Flavored mustaches.
Flavored mustaches. Get
Water pan.
Water paint?
Pants.
Water pants.
Hairless cat.
Hairless cat.
Pants with stains on them.
I'm going to go ahead and take water pants. Water pants was the winner. You two are selling us water pants. Action.
I'm so thirsty.
Oh, I know, that sun is so hot.
We've got to find shelter or water or something.
Oh, you know what? I happen to have something in my bag that might work. Let's check it out. What do you
Wow!
think? Yeah?
Those look as wet as they can be.
Guess what? The best part? The straw.
Oh.
See it? There you go.
Okay.
And I got another one on this side. Oh, that is good. And you can see the line, how full my pants are. Isn't that cool? They're full to the top.
Wow.
Yeah.
Water pants. It's when you need a run in your pantyhose.
Let me go ahead and get Seth and Steve H, please. Seth and Steve H. I need one more product from y'all. Go ahead and start shouting at me.
Bottle of shoes.
Was that pocket sand?
Pocket sand.
Invisible shoelaces.
Spaghetti spoons.
Spaghetti spoons. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Spaghetti spoons. Go ahead and sell it to us, guys.
You know, I am so hungry right now. I could eat almost anything. Like a spaghetti spoon? I don't know. Why would I want to eat a spaghetti spoon? What's the unique features this spaghetti spoon has? Well, see, tell me. It's a spoon made out of spaghetti. Yes! I've been waiting for that. Because then I don't have to pour that messy, gooey, globby spaghetti sauce all over the place. I get the right amount with just the right amount of spaghetti sauce with just the right amount of spaghetti spoon. Not stuff all over the place.
You don't even need a plate.
No. So good. Spaghetti spoon. You don't even need a plate.
Well, I'll tell you, I would definitely buy any of those products. All right, I would like Steve, and Judy on stage, please. Give them a round of applause. I want you all to get shoulder to shoulder like you like each other and all the way to the front of the stage. Shoulder to shoulder in front of the stage. Little did you know, everyone, that we are being graced by Mr. Know-It-All. Mr. Know-It-All knows absolutely everything in the universe. There is no question that could possibly face him. If there's something that you've ever wanted to know, now is the chance to know. So, please go ahead and ask me a question to give to Mr. Know-It-All.
What's the meaning of life?
Keep shouting out.
Why don't babies have knees?
Why do babies have knees? Wrong thing.
Why do we always have
Microwave a burrito so hot that even he couldn't eat it.
I do like that. I might come back to it. I'm going to take the why don't babies have knees? Why don't babies have knees, Mr. Know-It-All?
The baby
Has,
no knees
despite,
having cartilage
everywhere.
period.
No knees, even though they got all the cartilage they can. So you see how this works. Go ahead and start shouting out some more questions to me. What do we want to learn from Mr. Know-It-All?
What's the average lifespan of a gnome?
Average lifespan of the gnome? Keep shouting it.
What happens to the sun when it rains?
Happens to the sun when it rains?
Why is it Pluto a planet?
Why is Pluto not a planet? Mr. Know-It-All, why is Pluto not a planet?
Pluto is
Not
a planet.
because
Pluto is
a
giant bag
of
excrement. Period.
That's why we don't want to classify Pluto a planet.
yeah.
Get right to it. All right, shout out some more questions for me, people.
Why is the moon sad?
Why is the moon sad?
Where can I buy water pants?
Why can I? Where can I buy water pants?
Why do dogs not like cats?
Why do dogs not like cats? We've always wanted to know. It's the battle of a lifetime. Mr. Know-It-All, why do dogs not like cats?
The dog
Lizard
thinks he
knows,
cats,
but alas,
cats aren't
his
cup of
whiskey.
period.
All right. I'm going to get two more questions from you guys. Two more questions. Let's go ahead and start with the first of our last two questions. Shout them at me.
Why is bald?
Why are you bald?
Why did Rose share the door with Jack?
Oh, we're going to go with another timeless question. Why in Titanic did Rose not share the door with Jack?
The
Door was
a very small
wrapped,
that
was barely
open. As
he,
considered
what
the,
consequences
would
be,
if
he
floated,
through
the
ocean,
towards
the
light,
coming
towards
earth.
period.
All right, I want something really complicated, something really deep. You really want to know this question. Go ahead, shout it out.
What would chairs look like if our knees bent backwards?
Shout back.
What are the five? Why did he do that?
What's the fifth element?
What are the 5 stages of baby grief?
What happened to the eighth dwarf?
What happened to the 8th dwarf, Mr. Know-It-All? What happened to the 8th dwarf?
The
which
Saw,
the dwarf
named,
Billy
and
she,
decided
to
date,
Billy
but
he,
wasn't
worth
the,
time.
so
he,
Packed
up
all,
his
stuff
and
hit
the
path,
toward
the
secret
hiding
place
of,
witchy poo.
which
there,
Was
no
other,
line
to
cross,
but
he
met,
another
dwarf
his,
cousin
Jesus
beautiful,
dwarf
because
romance,
was
dead.
All right, Stephen, will you please return to the stage, and Russ. Stephen and Russ. We're going to play a game called Show Me That. But I need just a base activity for these two. What are they doing right now?
Skiing.
Folding laundry.
Skiing, golf, folding laundry?
Breaking out of jail. Fishing. Picking boogers. First date.
Road trip.
I'm gonna combine a couple here. You guys are road tripping your escape from jail.
all right.
Before we get started, so they're gonna be road tripping their escape from jail. What's gonna happen is our two players here are gonna be doing the bass scene. But anytime from the side, if I shout, "Show me that," I need two other players from the sides to replace our current players and to show us what I asked for them to show me. And then I'll say, switch back, at which point you'll come back to the bass scene and we'll keep going. We'll see how it works. Action.
Hey, there's keys in this car. We should take it.
Oh no.
You didn't plan this very well. I'm just saying.
Here, I'll push.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good.
Have you ever thought of going on a diet? Lord.
Well, I mean, anything to keep you happy, dear.
Okay, this isn't gonna work.
Oh,
No.
well, here, trade places.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll try.
Okay.
Great. All right.
Okay. Oh, we're moving.
Yeah. Turn left.
Okay.
Turn left. Not so fast. Use your turn signal. Go. Stop.
Here we go.
Wait.
Okay.
Have you never learned how to drive?
Show me that when he was learning how to drive.
Dad, I think I should be the one driving. Come to learn.
You need to pipe down and just watch. Observe how I do this, okay? Because, you've never driven a club. Well, you've
I've
never
been watching
driven.
you for 16 years. Gas! Stop!
Switch back.
Do you see anybody coming? Hey, why don't you pull into that In and Out? I'm kind of hungry.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot my wallet. Do you mind?
Every single time, from the very first time we met, you forgot your wallet. I am always covering for you.
I had my head injury.
Show me that.
Just hit me with it.
All right, you know
You can
what?
see through.
We've been committed for so long,
That's true.
and I just think maybe it's
I
time.
want 2 cheeseburgers and fries. And then you probably should hurry because there could be police.
Show me what the people on the inside of the restaurant are doing.
Are we ever gonna actually get through the drive-thru, or are they just gonna talk to each other in the parking lot?
No, they look kind of funny.
I feel like one of them doesn't have a wallet, but maybe I'm just seeing it.
Hey, see if you can borrow some money from these guys back there. Hey. Oh, I think they want us to go.
I think they've got money in there.
Let's pretend we have a gun.
Show me that.
There's a hold up.
Wait, I have 2.
Now I
Okay.
Your Honor, we plead guilty.
Let me get all the players on stage. We're gonna play for you a game called I Object. Our players are gonna argue and debate something, but it is not something you would normally argue or debate. This is not going to be religion, it's not going to be politics, it's not even going to be anything you discuss on Thanksgiving. I want something bizarre that you would literally never argue about, like how many cherries you can eat.
Left or right Twix?
Left or right Twix.
Who farted?
What was the last Oreo?
The last Oreo? I want you guys to debate about the last Oreo. What's going to happen is one of our players is going to step forward and offer an opinion about the last Oreo. As they're pontificating, other players in the back will shout, "I object," and throw their hand in the air, at which point I will acknowledge them, and they will give me their case, and I will either sustain or overrule them, at which point they will either step forward and take over or hang back and let whoever's up front continue their debate. But let me hear from who has a strong opinion about the last Oreo.
I do. I've said it once, I've said it a million times. There's no difference, the last Oreo, from all the rest of them. Every single Oreo is exactly the same.
I object.
Judy, why do you object?
I object because the last Oreo has an aura.
Sustained.
Yes. The aura of being the
I object.
I'm going to overrule you. I want to hear Judy.
No, right. It has an aura because it is the only one left. And so it has a, je ne sais quoi, it has a verve to it, knowing that you cannot go back to the grocery store. You can't get another one, but it is the only one. So
I
therefore,
object.
Margaret, why do you object?
I can go back to the grocery store.
Sustained?
They have not banned me from the grocery store. Therefore, when I want groceries, I can go, and it's pretty fun. Sometimes they put together a shopping list to because I gotta, get actual things for my meals, but oftentimes I just walk the aisles of the grocery store and kind of pick whatever suits my fancy. It's a way that I like to live, and I find that living a little bit on the edge is kind of fun when it comes to getting snacks.
I object.
Russ, why do you object?
She just needs to get a job at Grocery Dash, obviously.
Sustained.
The gig economy. Some people say this is what's ruining this world. It's all the millennials' fault, but I don't think so. I believe that this is the kind of entrepreneurialism that can make this country great again. If only we could just get past the one problem. Not enough creamy filling. That is, in
I
fact,
object.
Steve, why do you object?
There's too much creamy filling already.
Sustained.
So, original Oreos, I'll give you. That was fine. The last Oreo was terrible because it sits there too long and it's disgusting. It just melts all over the place. But when you get to double stuff, it's way too much cookie cracker to icing. The ratio is off. When you go to bite it, it just oozes out the
Margaret, why do
side.
you object?
There's variety for people with variety of taste.
Sustained.
Like I said at the grocery store, there's so many options that you can choose from. We can talk about the different types of stuffing and Oreos, but honestly, if there's something that you like, then you should get it. I don't even know what else to say about that. I mean, I could go on about all the weird flavors out there, but there's a flavor for everybody.
I object.
Judy, why do you object?
I object because there are no live pigs at the grocery store.
Sustained.
And I want to go to the grocery store. I want to go and see my piglet. Or another one. Or have you ever had, a live snails running around, ready to go for your...
I object.
Steve, why do you object?
I object because that's a petting zoo and you can buy some of those animals.
Margaret, why do you object?
Snails don't run.
Sustained.
Oh, both of us are
Yeah, both of you, get out there.
Yeah, snails don't run, whether you're at the petting zoo or not.
But even if they were running, there's too many people with their feet. Have you ever been around snails?
I sure have, and I haven't seen them run once.
No, but they pop like crazy when you step on them. It's crazy.
We have more in common than I thought.
I object.
Greg, why do you object?
These two have nothing in common.
Sustained.
Margaret is a woman! He's a man! They can't understand each other! They don't even, in the grocery
I object.
Margaret, why do you
I
object?
don't understand his argument.
Oh.
Overruled.
As I was saying, I don't know what she was talking about! She's a woman! He doesn't get it either. He is way older than she is. They have no common... she was in a different decade. He saw a war. She hasn't seen anything. It's the big difference between the two of them. She knows a lot of stuff. He didn't go to college.
I object.
Russ, why do you object?
Age gap relationships are just fine. You know the old adage, double plus 7 or half minus, I don't know whatever it means, I think they're just fine together. It's the stick in the muds, the fuddy-duddies like Greg that keep this world stuck where it is, keeping America from being great the way it should be, as everyone knows.
All right, I would like Judy and Steve H on the stage, please. Judy and Steve H. Give them a round of applause. Seth, will you come around, please? Thank you. All right, so we're going to play a brand new game that our players have never practiced even once. This is the first time they're getting the rules. Are you guys ready for this?
Sure am.
Are you guys ready to see them learn a brand new game on the spot? All right, this is a game called Choose Your Own Adventure. What's going to happen is our two players are going to start doing a bass scene for us. And that's going to be inspired by you, my audience. They are going on an adventure. And this is a very intense, dangerous, and exciting adventure. Where are they going, or what are they looking for?
Diving sharks.
Diving sharks, marshmallow?
The golden mask of a luchador.
The golden mask of a luchador. You two are going on an adventure for the golden mask of a luchador. All you two need to know right now is that you're doing a bass scene. Go ahead and establish a relationship, establish a world. Let's introduce what this is to our audience, at which point I will introduce more rules. Go ahead and get started.
I love studying the Aztec Indians. They started off, they were just this violent culture, just going after one another. They actually started WrestleMania.
Really?
Yeah.
WrestleMania?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So that's full throttle with the masks and the big capes?
Not only that, not only mask big capes, they did the whole ring and everything. They would do the flying herkies and they'd go over on the side. I mean, it was amazing. I love this. I can't wait till we get down into the heart of Mexico and figure this all out.
Pause! Stay exactly where you are, players. So what's going to happen is these two are going on an adventure for the Golden Mask of the Luchador. They're not going to be talking about it anymore. They're going to get out there. So what's going to happen is I'm going to give you two options. I'm first going to pick a player from this side, get their idea of what they think should happen next. I'm then going to pick a player on this side, get an idea of what they think should happen next. I will then come to you, the audience, where you will then get to choose where this story goes. So, Greg, please tell me, where do you think this story is going to go?
They have found the mouth of the cave where the Golden Mask of the Luchador resides. And the gatekeeper there will ask them questions 3. He's an old luchador named Salvador Dali.
Many, many words, okay. And Seth, what do you think should happen next?
He convinces her to go find the mask, and she's secretly going to backstab him and steal it for herself.
Oh. All right, audience. I don't even remember half of what Greg said. give me the 5-word version.
All right, they have to answer question 3 from the gatekeeper of the luchador's cave.
All right, who wants to see our players answer the questions of the gatekeeper of the cave? Let me hear your round of applause. Okay, Seth, remind me your option.
They're going to...
Backstab.
Yep.
Who wants to see Judy backstab? That was the winning vote. Backstabbing action.
Okay, I'm right here. Got the head right here. I'll throw it back up. We're gonna have to run quick.
Okay,
I'm gonna take this because all this is gonna come apart as soon as I get this off the stand here, okay? So I'm gonna hit it, I'm gonna throw it, and then you're gonna throw the line back to me, right?
I'm gonna throw it back to you.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, and go!
Oh, wait! There we go.
Throw it back, I gotta get across.
I can't get it back. Don't you see it? Right there. Don't you see it?
It's rolling.
It has a
Where'd it go?
magic. It has a magic quality to it. You have to have infrared vision now to get across now. Come on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm thinking that you're not on my side.
Pause. All right, players. Margaret, what do you think happens next?
Yeah, absolutely. So the mask rolls onto his head, and he is just infused with the spirit of the mask.
Infused with the spirit of the mask. Steve, what do you think happens next?
She points, he gets looking over there, and then she stabs him in the back.
Okay, audience, my first choice for you is Steve becomes infused with the power of the mask. Let me hear from you. Now, if you want to see Judy continue her backstabbing ways, let me hear from you. All right, it's infused with the mask. Action.
Is that a knife in your hand? Oh, I got the mask. I got the mask.
It's a paperclip.
Why do you have a knife?
Oh my gosh, it's a paperclip. Are you kidding
That's
me?
not a paper.
It's just a
What is
really
this?
big
This is
one.
glowing.
It's
It's
oh wait, don't do it. Don't do it. It's the worst facial.
Oh my! I'm feeling power! Yeah! This is the greatest! You little wimp! You little human! No, I will send you to the ends of the earth in pieces!
Oh, really? But remember, I'm a woman.
Pause. Hold your positions. All right, we're coming to the climax of our scene. How are we going to conclude these things? Russ, how's this going to end?
Steve discovers that the mask gives him the ability to read Judy's mind. All of her secret thoughts become visible to him for the first time ever.
All right, the mask gives him the power to read Judy's mind. Or, Margaret, how's this scene end?
Judy summons the power of women, and all the women who are on the side of the stage right now come out and support her. She stabs him in the back. Why?
Who wants to see the mind reading? Who wants to see the show. Have you guys had a good time tonight? I was right when I said they were going to be funny anyway, wasn't I?
Yeah.
All right, well, just a couple of announcements for you. We are Jesterz Improv Theater. You know that because you're here. We do shows every weekend on Friday and Saturday nights. We have our main stage show at 7 p.m. We would love for you to come out and see us. If what has been happening on stage looks fun to you and you'd like to get into the action, you're like, man, my friends in the Level 1 showcase look like they were having a good time. Guess what? We're starting another Level 1. Are you guys ready for that? Woo! Yeah! Yeah! So, if you would like to be a part of that Level 1 class, just go to jestersimprov.com and sign up. It's starting on May 22nd. That should be next Wednesday. Also, Jesterz, we do corporate shows. We come to you off-site. So if you've got your company or your church or your youth organization or just you by yourself in your living room, we'd be happy to come out and do a show.
Teen camp.
What was that?
Teen camp.
Oh, the teen camp. Yes.
There's 2 of them. Check the website. Yeah. We'll babysit your kids for you and teach them something useful all along the way.
Yes, our teen camps in June and July. Go ahead and check that out at jestersimprov.com. But are you guys ready for one last and final game? Now that round of applause was a little bit weak sauce. I don't believe you want to see one more game. Let me hear from you if you want to see one more game. I need any 2 players on stage. These 2 are going to take a pose on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Audience, what does it look like they are doing?
He's got a raccoon on his back.
We'll go ahead and take that prompt. He's got a raccoon on his back. This is the oldest game in improv. It is called Freeze. They're going to do a quick scene about having a raccoon on his back, at which point anytime the players on the side may shout freeze, clap their hands, run on stage, tap one of the players on the shoulder, at which point they will leave, take the exact position that that player was in, and they'll start a whole new scene completely unrelated to the raccoon. We're going to see a rapid-fire succession of scenes. Freeze.
Ah, it's gonna get you! No, get off! Get off! It's don't let him bite you! It's man!
Oh.
Just a little bit lower.
Oh. Okay, all right, here. Okay, me, you, then.
Come on, tighten the corset, tighten the corset.
Okay.
Come on, I want to be pretty. I want to be beautiful.
All right. Okay, all right. We're gonna manipulate you more. Okay, ready? Oh, the sponge pose. That's right. Oh, can you do backflip now? Ready? Backflip.
I think I'm going.
Yeah, I'll let you know. All right, I'll move the back handspring.
Okay,
Am I ready? I'm doing it. I almost did it. I think I can do it.
No, you think you can? Okay, ready? Do it again. Do it again.
Give it a shot.
Okay, ready?
Are they just gonna let this happen? Are they just gonna let this happen? I trust you to help me do a backflip. Let's do it.
Luke, I am your father.
One of my father. But there's a couple things I want to talk to you about, mainly the dark side.
What?
I'm not into it.
Not into the dark side. The dark side is the best side.
I've really been looking at the light side recently in a lot of Reddit forums.
Hey, nice standing desk, bro. That's sick.
Thank you. It has 7 different
Can
levels.
I buy it off of you?
Bring it. Why did you want to do my nails?
I just want to start a new hobby.
Why do girls always want to do nails of everybody?
What, are you
else?
gonna not do? Do you just like not understand what girls want? Like, can you like?
No.
I feel like we can't communicate with each other in this relationship.
I think you're right, because I don't get this at all. When do they dry? Is this supposed to be running down my hands right now?
Mm-hmm. It's part of the process.
Part of the process.
Freeze! I give up! I give up! Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me now!
She's giving up. She's giving up. Alright, cool. Well, then you can come into the party.
I can come into the party?
Yeah, you gave up. That's all you gotta do.
Oh,